Good evening. This is the 18 WJTS News. I'm Charlotte Olson. Jasper engines and transmission employees found themselves being evacuated from their Wernsing Road facility this morning as a small fire caused by hot shavings tripped the alarms. Just shortly after 8:30 this morning, the Jasper Volunteer Fire Department responded to the call at a magnesium fire at the Jasper Engines and Transmission plant in the Tool and Die department. It was reported by an official with Jasper Engines that an end mill's rubber guard had caught fire after hot shavings of the magnesium part came into contact with the guard. The operator of the machine tried to suppress the fire by smothering it. However, extinguishers were used to completely terminate the fire. Jasper Volunteer Fire Department continued to respond and placed fans throughout the Tool and Die area to help disperse the remaining smoke. Employees were allowed back into the building and work was back on schedule within a short time within the incident's timing. Jasper Volunteer Fire Department responded to the scene with 5 trucks and 33 firefighters and were on scene for approximately 25 minutes. An Amber Alert yesterday resulted in the arrest of a shooting suspect in Brownsburg, and police say that a man is facing preliminary attempted murder charges in the shooting of 2 people outside a suburban Indianapolis warehouse that prompted the Amber Alert while they searched for him and 3 young children. Brownsburg Police Sergeant April Hyde says that 25-year-old Christian Garcia was arrested about noon yesterday after a downtown Indianapolis traffic stop was conducted. Hyde says the children ages 8, 5, and 2 were unharmed but didn't give details. Garcia is suspected of shooting 22-year-old Alicia Cancelas and 25-year-old Jesus Hussein about 10 p.m. yesterday as they arrived for work at Home Goods Distribution Center in Brownsburg. Hyde says that he was hospitalized in critical condition while they were awake and alert. Hyde says that Garcia was in a domestic relationship who is also the children's mother. The Perry County trial of Randall Coulter has ended with a guilty verdict for murder. Coulter has been on trial for the last week after he was charged with the March 1st death of David Weedman. Weedman's body was not found until March the 4th, and investigators say that Coulter attempted to make the murder look like a suicide. Police initially said that Weedman died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound to his head. However, after 6 hours of deliberation, Coulter was found guilty of murder in the case. He is set to be sentenced on September the 8th of this coming year. As summer comes to a close, so does the end of a remarkable season for 2 local young men. Austin Armstrong of Jasper and Keegan Anderson of Paoli both have spent the last year as a part of the Madison Scouts, which is one of 23 corps in the world-class division of Drum Corps International. DCI delivers the message of excellence and performance and in life to more than 7.2 million young people ages 13 to 22 within the United States. DCI also prides itself on showcasing the best of the best, with close to 8,000 students auditioning every year to fill approximately 3,500 spots. Specifically, the Madison Scouts has 150 members on their corps, which can be broken down into 4 sections. Those 4 sections include the ensemble, percussion, guard, and the brass sections. Obviously, this means that making the team is no small feat, but a huge accomplishment. Anderson, a mellophone with the Scouts and a senior at Paoli Junior Senior High, says that being a Scout means being proud to stand with the men beside you and pushing yourself to your limits every day and ultimately holding yourself to a higher standard in all aspects of your life. In a similar vein, Armstrong, a trumpet player with the Scouts, had similar thoughts, stating that the Scouts has been the most valuable experience in my life thus far, and it has influenced myself both as a man and a musician. I wouldn't trade my experience with my brothers for anything. Not only is being a Scout a remarkable experience, but it also gives the Corps members an opportunity to see some wonderful sights across the country. The Corps travels from coast to coast, performing in a variety of locations, ranging from Texas to New York and everywhere in between. Along the way, the Corps does stay with host schools, and the members don't just learn music, they also grow as individuals, which Armstrong, a graduate of Jasper High School and who now currently attends Murray State University for music education, can personally attest to. Armstrong says that the Scouts have taught me leadership qualities and life lessons that have helped me grow as a musician and a dignified adult. It has taught me hard work and discipline and abolishes compliancy to promote success in everyday life, which influences who I am. The Scouts ended their season on a high note as their show Last Man Standing placed 12th in the World Championships this past weekend. Indiana has an estimated 3,763 middle market companies, or $10 million to $1 billion in annual revenue, which makes up 1.19% of all firms in the state, according to the latest Middle Market Power Index from American Express and Dun & Bradstreet. While seemingly small, the percentage is significantly higher than the national average, and the newest report is the series finds that the middle market is an increasingly important sector. While middle market firms make up less than 1% of all U.S. business, they contribute about $1 in $4 and employ a little more than a quarter of the U.S. workers in the private sector. Overall, middle market firms were also responsible for more than half of the 51.8 million new jobs that have been created within the U.S. since 2011. Indiana ranks 4th out of all 50 states for the growth in the number of middle market firms from 2011 to 2017. 11 regional artists of all ages will feature their talent in the 3rd annual Ferdinand Folk Festival Singer-Songwriter Showcase, happening at 7 p.m. this Saturday, August the 19th, in the Forest Park Junior-Senior High School Auditorium. Local performers include Edward Leroy, Birch of DuBois, and Stephen Wagler of Jasper, and a screening committee reviewed each song for original lyrics, musicianship, melody, and total effect before they narrowed down the list of this year's performers. One of the purposes of the Folk Fest and its sister program Project Acorn is to promote the arts and the artisans in the community and also the region. Unlike the contest's first 2 years, all showcase participants this year will be invited to perform on the Nextra Energy main stage to open this year's Ferdinand Folk Festival, happening on Saturday, September the 16th. For more information on admission and to purchase tickets, you can visit their website at www.ferdinandfolkfestival.com. Rain or shine, the St. Anthony Firemens Fest and the 21st Annual Show and Shine Car, Truck, and Motorcycle Show is set for this Saturday, August the 19th, and of course, St. Anthony. Come join in on the fun-filled activities during this one-day fundraiser for the St. Anthony Volunteer Fire Department. The Firemen's Car and Motorcycle Show will include approximately 150 cars and 50 motorcycles. The festival also includes refreshments, delicious chicken dinners, a beer garden, the next leg of our WBDC Cornhole Tournament of Champions, a street dance entertainment, and of course more. Registration for the Car and Shine Show, Truck and Motorcycle Show will be from 9 until noon, and awards will be presented around 3. That will take place at the St. Anthony Community Center. Rain or shine, of course, and come early and stay late for the fest, as food will be available beginning with hamburgers at 9 a.m., fried chicken at 11, and dinners at 4. Air-conditioned dining rooms are available, as is carry-out. There will be backyard barbecue tastings from 11 until 1, and a huge prize raffle with 150 prizes. For a complete listing and schedule of events for the St. Anthony Firemens Fest and the 21st Annual Show and Shine Truck and Motorcycle Show, it's set again for this Saturday at the St. Anthony Community. And you can also visit their website to find out more. And make sure you keep it right here, except next we'll take a look at your weather summary.